ओम वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदं। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वदरुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु हरिं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। And these sutras, what we have seen, the first sutra is Upanasika. The sutra, we rearrange the sutras. The first sutra is 118. You can repeat. Upanasika vachanonunasika.
मुखनासिका वचनोनुनासिकः
वचनोनुनासिकः
118. Then Upadeshe jananunasika it.
उपदेशे जननासिक इत्
Halantyam.
हलन्त्यं
Listen, 133. Then 134. Svadvibhakto smaha.
न विभक्तो
विभक्तो स्माहा
Jodavaha.
आदिर्जूडवः
36. Shahapatyasya.
प्रत्ययस्य
37.
चुटु
8. Lashakvatadike.
चत्वतद्धिते
After that, 1160. Darshanam yopaha.
आदर्शनं
1139. Silopaha.
तस्य रूपः
This, sorry, sutra 1, 2, 8,
27.
27. 1 to 27.
कालो अचलस्वदीर्घप्लतः
ऊकालो
ऊकालो जस्त्वदीर्घप्लतः अचश्च
1 to 28.
उच्चैः उदात्तः नीचैः अनुदात्तः
नीचैः
नीचैः
अनुदातः
अनुदातः
समाहारस्वरितः
is a 1/4. Swam laghu.
ह्रस्वं
स्वं लघु
Then 117.
संयोगे गुरु
हलोऽनन्तरा
हलोऽनन्तरा संयोगः
Then Sayoge Guru. 1/4. Sayoge Guru.
संयोगे गुरु
Dirgham cha.
दीर्घं च
Dirgham cha 1/4. Dirgham cha. After that, is also 1, 1. Tulyasya prayatnam savarnam.
1165
तुल्यास्य प्रयत्नं सवर्णम्
हलोन्त्यात् पूर्व उपदा
Yeah.
அதுக்கப்புறமா தானே துல்லியாச பிரயத்னம் சவர்ணம் சொன்னீங்க
Yeah, but we can place it anywhere we like. It's not a problem. There's no connection.
ஓகே
But 165. But also we saw. Now, Tulyasya Prayatnam Savarnam. 119. This
तुल्यास्य प्रयत्नं
பிரயத்னம் சவர்ணம்
is a Sanya Sutram, defines what Savarnam is. Tulyasya Prayatnam Savarnam. And we read this part of the commentary. We know what Savarnam is now. 2 conditions are required. This Asya and Prayatnam should be same. Or 2 letters. Then they are said to be Savarnam. Now we will read the Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi. Tulyasya Prayatnam. Talvadisthanam.
ताल्वादिस्थानं
Abhyantara Prayatanascha iti etat.
आभ्यन्तरप्रयत्नश्च इति एतत्
Dvayam yena tulyam
द्वयं यस्य येन
द्वयं
तुल्यं
यस्य येन तुल्यं
तन्मितः सवर्णसंज्ञं स्यात्.
तन्मितः
सवर्णसंज्ञं स्यात्
This we have to see. That is Talu Adi. Talu Adi Abhyantara Talu Adi Sthanam Abhyantara Prayatanascha iti etat dvayam yasya yena tulyam tannitaha savarnasangyam syat. Talu Adi. It means Talu is palette. Talu Adi, Talu, etc. Adi. Stanam. Stanam tata abhyantara prayatnam. Stanam refers to Ucharana Stanam, Asyam. The Talu Adi Stanam means Talu, etc., palette, etc. Talu is a Stanam. So, Stanams like Talu, etc. And the Abhyantara Prayatanam, Prayatanaha cha, iti etat dvayam, these two. Yasya, of whose, by which, Tulyam, Tanmitaha. Tulyam, Tulyam, Tanmitaha. It is similar. Mitaha is Tulyam, Tanmitaha. Tulyam, Tanmitaha. Similar. Tanmitaha, yasya yena, with what? With what it is Tulya. Then it is called Savarna Sanya. It is called Savarna. It is a Sanya, Savarna. So that which has Sthana and Abhyantara. Sthana refers to the Asya. Abhyantara. Prayatanam is there in the Sutra, but Prayatanam is Abhyantara Prayatanam. We are not talking about Bhakya Prayatanam. So Sthanam, that is the place of origin of the sound. And Abhyantara. Abhyantara is the internal effort, the place of origin of that is the internal effort. And Sthanam is a place of pronunciation, Ucharana Sthanam. Abhyantara Prayatanam is a place of the origin, where the effort starts. Therefore, Abhyantara Prayatanam, we have to take Abhyantara Prayatanam. So, the Abhyantara Prayatanam, the internal effort, and the Sthanam is the place of the origin of the pronunciation of that particular Varna, the letters. Yasya ena tulyam syat tanmitaha savarna sagyam syat. Tanmitaha, that mutually. Tanmitaha, mutually, they are said to be savarna. Then r, l, varnayoho mitaha savarnyam vachyam. One vartika, this is vartika. R, l, varnayoho, these two varnas, mitaha, mutually. Mitaha is mutually. Savarnyam vachyam, should be told. What? Savarnyam. Savarnyam is tadita. Savarnyam syat. Savarnyam vachyam, should be told Savarnyam iti. Now, in this vritti, Talu Adi Sthanam is there. Why Talu Adi? Sthanam, when you say, there is a place of the origin of the articulation, we say it starts only from the kanta. Kanta, say, it starts only from kanta only. Sthanam starts from kanta. Kanta, palate, cerebral, and all. Why Talu, if you ask? Talu Adi, instead of Talu Adi, it should be Kantadi Sthanam. Kantadi Sthanam Abhyantara Prayatanam cha iti etadvayam. That should have been told like that. But Talu Adi, it is how the vritti is written. This is Siddhanta Kaumudi vritti. But it is written, therefore we have to interpret why it is. Kantadi Sthanam will be Uchita. Instead of Talu Adi Sthanam, Kantadi Sthanam will be Uchitam, but Talu Adi Sthanam is there. Therefore we have to interpret. So how do we interpret is Talu Adi. Two words are there, Talu Adi. We'll try to interpret by giving a samasa vigraha. Talu Adi is there. Two words are there, Talu Adi. So Talu Adi, Adi is the Adi is the is the is the origin. Is the origin. Talunaha adihi. Talunaha adihi. That is that which is the adi, the base or the origin. The origin is the kanta. Kanta is the basic sthanam. Kanta is the moola sthanam. From kanta, then after that only other sthanams are there. So talunaha adihi. For the place of pronunciations of talu. Talunaha adihi, talvadihi. That is kantaha. So talvadi refers to kanta. By giving the samasa vigraha in Shashti Tatpurusha samasa, talunaha adihi, when you say talu is napumsakalinga. It is karanta shabda. Shashti vibhakti will be talunaha. Madhu madhuni madhuni, similarly you can decline this talu. So talunaha Shashti vibhakti ekavachanam. Talunaha adihi. That which is the whole vocal organ as its base in the kanta, as a root, as its base, the kanta. Therefore, talunaha adihi is equal to kanta adihi. Kanta adihi means kanta, etc. There we have to take kanta, etc. So, talunaha adihi is kanta. Kanta stands for kanta, talu, murda, etc. That meaning we can take. So, talunaha adihi talvadihi. Taluhu adihi yesham tani talvadini. Talu adihi yesham tani imani talvadini. And talvadischa talvadini cha talvadini iti ekashesha vrittihi. That is, you should have said kantadi. If you say kantadi, it is simple. We're saying talvadi and we are trying to bring the meaning of kanta, etc. It is like the Dravida pranayama. Instead of saying directly kantadi, why it is said talvadi? And some people give the interpretation like this. Talunaha adihi talvadihi, that is kanta. And talu adihi esham tani talvadini. Talvadini. Talvadihi cha talvadini. Iti Nigraha Vakya is given. The meaning is simple. Talvadi can be taken as Kantadi. But Vyakarnas give the Nigraha Vakya like this because it is there. Therefore, it is a roundabout way of giving the meaning of Kantadi, etc. Okay. Again, I interpret the Vigraha Vakya. You can note. Talunaha adihi talvadihi. That is Shashti Tatpurusha Samasa. Now, Talu adini sthanani. Right? Talu adini. Talu adini sthanani. Sthanam is Napumsakalinga. Therefore, talu adini. That is talu adini is talvadini. So talvadini is sthanani. Now talvadini, the word has to be derived. How do you derive that? Talu adini talvadini. That has to be derived. That is what is there. Talvadi is there. Talvadini sthanani, talvadi sthanani. Okay. In the vritti, talvadi sthanam is there. Talvadi sthanam abhyantara prayatanaha cha iti etat dvayam. It is there. So there talvadi sthanam is Talvadini Stanani. Now, Talvadini, the word is there. Talu plus Adi is there, and for that we give the interpretation Talunaha Adihi Talvadihi. That is Kanta. Talu Adihi Yesham Tani Talvadini. Talvadini. So you get the word Talvadini, Talu, etc. This is how it is. The Vigraha Vakya is given. It means to arrive at the Kantadi, etc. This is a roundabout way of giving the meaning of the word Talvadi, because it is how the Vritti is written. So if it is written Kantadi, then this problem will not come. Therefore, okay. And Prayatnam, when you say, two types of Prayatnam is there, we saw Abhyantara Prayatnam and Baki Prayatnam. Abhyantara Prayatnam, Baki Prayatnam, it is there. Okay, but in you will see the word Yatna will be used mainly. Yatna means effort. So, with the pra upasarga, it's with the word Prayatnaha. We saw that Prakrishtaha Yatnaha Prayatnaha. Prakrishtaha Yatnaha Prayatnaha iti. So this Prayatna, Yatna means effort of two types. One is Abhyantara and Bhagya. In this sutra, the Prayatna, the word stands for Abhyantara Prayatna. Because the effort, internal effort, the effort, the starting place, that is what is important for two letters to be Savarna, not the Bhagya Prayatna. Because for the origin of the sound, this Sthanam and Abhyantara Prayatna, these are important. Bhagya Prayatna comes later only. Therefore, that doesn't play any role for the letters to be a Savarna. So, therefore, it is not considered. Now, what are those these Savarna letters that is given? That is given in the form of the Maheshwara Sutra. And before that, Ril Varnayogo Nitaha Savarnyam Vacham. This is the Vartika. This is the Vartika. R is Murda and L is Danta. L is Danta. Even though it is Sthanam is different, but it is considered to be a Savarna. This Panini Maharishi, he had not mentioned in this Sutra Patha. Therefore, Vartikara, he mentions this. And there is a famous statement is Nahi Sarvaha Sarvam Janati. Nahi Sarvaha Sarvam Janati. This is a Nyaya which is commonly known. Therefore, saying that even Panini Maharishi also, Sarvam, because of the limitations of being a human being, so therefore, not everyone knows everything. Therefore, you must have left out something. So that is given by the Vartikakara. So what is left out by Panini Maharishi is given by the Vartikakara. That is read in the Vartika Pata. All the Vartikas are collected and is available in the form of a Pata which is called Vartika Pata. So first is Panini Maharishi, then Vartika, and then we read Mahabhashya. So Uttarottara Muni is the Pramanam. So Panini, then Katyayana, and then Patanjali. So who is the Pramanam in that? The highest Pramanam, Patanjali. For when you have doubt with regard to Panini Sutra, refer Vartika. If at all Vartika is there. If Vartika is not there, then Patanjali. This is how it is. The order is. So Uttorottara Muni. मुनि उत्तरोत्तर वाक्यानि प्रमाणानि इति उत्तरोत्तरमुनीनां प्रामाण्यम् इति. Then akuga visarjaniyānām kantaha. This we chant every class. Akuga visarjaniyānām kantaha. So akuga visarjaniyānām is Shashti Vibhakti Bhagavachanam. Kantaha is Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Akuga visarjaniyānām Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachanam what samasa? Ittaretara dvandva samasa. Ascha, kuscha, hascha, visarjaniyascha. Akuga visarjaniyaha. Shashti Vibhakti, that is Tesham. Akuga visarjaniyānām. Ittaretara dvandva samasa. And word visarjaniya is used. So visarjaniya, visarga, they are same. Visarjaniya is paryaya shabda to visarga. So ekartavachi shabda. So we can use visarga or visarjaniya both to denote this the colon. So this is read in the Panini Yashiksha. Okay. Then the next one, Ichu Yashanam Talu. Talu is 1-1. Ichu Yashanam is 6-1. Samasa will be Itaretara Dvanda Samasa. Ischa, Chuscha, Yascha, Shascha. Ichu Yashaha. Tesham, Ichu Yashanam. Talu iti. And we know that Chu stands for Chavarga. Who stands for Kavarga. That already we have seen. That is the way of denoting the class consonants. When we say ku, that means the ku or chu, tu, that u is it. That in that u is it. One small information. Ku, chu, tu, pu. The u is it. Therefore, we refer to this ku, chu, tu, pu. Not only this, even some more are there. By the word ugit. By the word ugit. This will be useful later when we study another sutra. This information will be useful. Therefore, I am saying that ugit. What is uk? What is uk? Even reluk. So what is uk then? What are the letters covered in the pratyahara?
Urule.
Only u and r. So uk is u and r. These two are the letters uk. If a word, if a letter or a word, the word could be a dhatu or it could be a pratyaya, it could be adesha, just swarna samudaya, a group of words, a group of letters in the there it has uk as it, that which has uk as it. Example, ku is there. Ku consists of ku and who is there. Who plus who. The who with Chandra Bindu can be typed. Somebody said I don't know how to type it. Anyway, but you understand that who stands for the oo, the nasalized vowel. Okay. John plus T and plus this and then M. Yes. Shift key, then press that symbol, and you get then M. If you type, you get this O. You can see how this nasalized O has come. Yes. So ku plus u. So ku is a combination of two letters. So it's Varna Mulaya. Right? Ku is combination of Kakara and ku. Kakara plus ku. So here the u is ith letter. U stands for u. Okay. So ku is that in which u is ith letter. So ku is part of uk. Therefore, if a word has uk as ith letter, uk as ith letter, you can call it as ugit. You can call it as ugit. How you get ugit? What will happen? Uk plus it. The happens. Uk will become ug. Will become uk and it. You get ugit. So the word ugit, you will see in some sutra. Anudit savarnasya cha pratyahara and all. Udit. There it is. Udit is there. Okay. So uk plus it is ugit. So ugit stands for that uk, that is that which in which uk is ith letter. It is called ugit. Similarly, that in which only the letter u is it. The letter u is it. That is called udit. The letter u is it letter. That is ut, it, saha becomes udit. This is what you will see in the Sutra. Anudit Savarnas. We are going to see that it is connected to this Savarna. So, ku, chu, tu, tu, pu. When we say the ku, chu, all these are udit. All these are udit. You can call it as udit, or you can call it as ugit also. Both are okay. Ku, chu, depending on the context, we'll call. Ku, chu, tu, tu, pu. These letters have u as ith letter. And u, if it is only u, want to refer only to u, then udit. Or if you want to refer by the pratyahara uk, then it is ugit. So udit or ugit. Okay. This is ugit or udit. Now, so the ku, the ku stands for, the ku is udit. Chu is udit. And it stands for the particular class consonant. Iti. Okay. Ichu yashanam talu. Then the next one, rutu rashanam murdha. Murdha is Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachana. And rutu rasha, four letters are there. This is Itaretvara Dvandva Samasa. Now, how do you give the Vigraha Vakya? Ichu yasha is ischa, chuscha, yascha, chascha. Ramascha, Lakshmana, Bharatascha, Chaturugna, Rama Lakshmana Bharata Chaturugnaha. Tesham Rama Lakshmana Bharata Chaturughnanam, we say. Right? Similarly, Ru to Rasha, four letters are there and they have the Sthanam Murda. That is what this Shiksha Sutra says. Murda being 1-1, Ru to Rashana being 6-3, and the four letters are Ru to Rasha. It is Iteretra Danda Samasa. Now, you can tell me what could be the Vigraha Vakya? Anyone? What will be the Vigraha Vakya?
Rushcha, Tushcha.
Again?
Rushcha, Tushcha, Rasha.
Okay. It is Ru. Think and tell. You know it. Angamitrati. What is this Vigrahavati?
Yeah.
Parvati ji. When you say Ruscha, okay, now I'll give a clue. Aku Visarjaniyanam is there. Aku Ha Visarjaniya. 4 words are there. So aha. Aha cha. Then haha cha. Oh, sorry. Aku is there. The next one is ku. Ha, I'm telling. Aha cha. Kuhu cha. Haga cha. Visarjaniyaha cha. I repeat again. Aku ha Visarjaniya. If it is there. Aha cha. That is ascha. You know how it is?
Yeah.
You want me to type? Okay.
No. Yeah.
Type.
No need, sir.
No need, sir. Just
Type and show you, then something I click up.
Ascha.
Aku. A is 1. Ku is next one. Ha. Then Visarja. Niyana. This is the Shashti Vachanam. And the Pratipadika is A, Ku, Ha, then Visarja, Niya. This is a Pratipadikam. And it is Itetvara Dvandva Samasa. So when we do Itetvara Dvandva Samasa, we say Aha, Cha. Cha you have to add in between every word within the Samasa. Every word. Aha, Cha, Kuhu, Cha, Ha, Cha, then Visarja, Niya, Cha. That what we do is we do the sandhi. Aha plus cha, what will happen? Become
Ascha.
ascha. Because cha follows, therefore ascha. So this ascha, that's what we say ascha. Kuhu cha. Kucha, this is kuhu, is a first machine. Sorry. Kuhu cha becomes puscha. Right? Aha plus cha, ascha. Visarjaniyaha cha.
Visarjaniyascha.
This is how we give the Vigraha. This is Itaretara Dvandva Samasa. Simple Samasa. Dvandva Samasa, Itaretara Dvandva Samasa. Now, similarly, Ichuyashana also is the same way. Ichuyashana follow. Now, the question is root to Ara and Sha. Root to Rashanam Murdha. So, root to Ra is the Pratipadika. So, it is Itaretara Dvandva Samasa. How do you give the Vigraha? That's the question. Okay. Let me explain the question. What question is? Then you can answer. And you said, Ruhu cha. Somebody said Ruhu. I'm typing as this. Ruhu cha. Then Raha cha. Then Shaha.
Sahacha.
Okay. Ruhu cha. Ruhu cha. Shaha cha. Shaha cha. Now, before seeing this, what is Aha?
That is Shashti Vibhakti, is it?
Not Shashti Bhakti. Aha is Samad Bhakti Ekvachanam. Ramaha.
Okay.
Rama is a Pratipadikam. Ramaha is Prathama Vibhakti Ekvachanam. In Itaretara Dvandva Samasa, the words in the Samasa Vigraha will be in Prathama Vibhakti. Put together only
Oh, okay.
it takes the
Okay.
Vachanam. Prathama Vibhakti
Okay.
Ekvachanam. So Aha is there, it is one word. Aha is one word.
Okay.
Aha is one word. Visarjaniya is one word. Since more than 3 are there, therefore, Akuga Visarjaniyaha will become this in this the word will be Akuga Visarjaniyaha. Visarjaniyaha Pratama Vibhakti Bhagavachanam. Because it is more than 3. Right? Akuga Visarjaniyaha I wrote here only to show you the Pratipadikam. Okay. This I will only to show the Pratipadikam. Akuga Visarjaniyaha is a Pratipadikam. And Prathama Vibhakti Bhagavachanam is Apagavasajaniyaha. And Shakti Vibhakti is Apagavasajaniyanam. Okay.
Okay.
Now, Ascha, Kuscha, Hascha, Sajaniyascha, Apagavasajaniyaha. This is how it is. Okay. This is the Samasa. Now, in the Samasa, Aha is Prathama Vibhakti, Ekavachanam. Upa is Prathama Vibhakti, Ekavachanam. Haha is Prathama Vibhakti, Ekavachanam. Sajaniyaha, Prathama Vibhakti, Ekavachanam. Similarly, here also, Rutu Rashanam is there, Rutu Rasha is a Pratipadikam. But its Bhagavachanam will be Rutu Rashaha. Right? This Prathama Vibhakti, Bhagavachanam will be Rutu Rashaha. Right?
Yeah.
Ruhu cha, tuhu cha, daha cha, shaha cha. When you say, what is ruhu? We come to ruhu later. Let us say tuhu. Tuhu is what? Guru Shabda. Guruhu. Right? Tuhu is Ukaranta. Guruhu. And Raha is like Rama Shabda. Ra is the Pratipalika. So Raha. And Raha is it is like Rama Shabda. Akaranta. Shaha. Pratipalika. Now, what is ruhu? Anyway, what Pratipadika you remember? For Ru. Ru means what? It's end with Ru Shabda, right? Karanta Shabda. What is the Pratipadika? Any example?
Rukaranta will be Pitru. Pitru will be
Pitra.
Pita.
Pita. Therefore, what do you say?
Yeah.
You say Acha.
Oh. Okay.
It's not
Okay.
Ruhucha. It is Acha.
Okay. Okay.
This is not a discussion, but small point. It is worth noting. Okay.
Okay. Acha. Okay.
Not Ruhucha. It is Acha.
Okay.
Ruhucha, Ragacha, Shagacha, Ruturashaha.
Okay.
Samasatla evlo vishayam irukka? Yes. Is there. But every time we chant this, Ruturashana, we understand what it is. When you do the Vigraha, you should say Acha.
Okay.
Similarly, Lutu Lasanam Dantaha. Dantaha 1-3 we know. Lutu Lasanam Vibhakti Bhagavachanam 6-3. So Pratipadikam will be Lutu Lasa. Lutu Lasa. So here also what will the Vigraha?
Lacha.
Not Lacha. L.
Then
Savaranya.
okay. Same. Okay. Acha then.
This also will be Acha only. Okay. Acha, Tuscha, Lascha, Sascha, Iti. Lutu, Lasa is a Pratipadikam. Okay. Then, Upu Padmaniyanam Oshtau. Upu Padmaniyanam Oshtau. So, Ukara. And one more thing, already we have talked about this. The letter A stands for which letter? A means what?
Vriddhi.
Is it only for A?
No,
All the 8
is
letters. Okay.
A.
The letter A stands for all its
All right.
letters. Stani Kritabeda, without Stani Kritabeda, Ucharana Swara Kritabeda. All the 18 forms are covered by the letter A. Similarly, E. Similarly, Ru. Similarly, L. Ru and L, they've got 30 letters. Right? 18,
Yeah.
12, 30. So that you need to remember. Upu Padmaniyanam Oshtav. The U stands for all the 18 Savarna forms. And Pu for Pavarga. Upadmaniya, we know that Ardha Visarga, Upadmaniya. Visarga followed by Pakara or Pakara. That is Upadmaniya. They get the sound with if sound. Ardha Visarga is called Upadmaniya. That is Oshtav. Ucharana Sthanam is Oshtav. Oshtav, lips, upper lip, lower lip. Therefore, Oshtav. Nyamangana Nam. Nasika. Nasika is 1-1. Strilinga, therefore Nasika. What are the letters? Nya, ma, na. Nya, ma, nga, na. 5 letters are.
Na. Five
These
letters.
are covered by the pratyahara. What is the pratyahara? Nyam. Nyam is a pratyahara. Nya, ma, nga, na, nam. Right?
Nasika. Yes, Nasika.
Pratyahara I'm saying.
Nyam.
Pratyahara.
Okay.
Nyam.
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 So here this Vigraha Vakya will be Nyascha, Mascha, Ngascha, Nascha, Nascha, Nyamangananaha, Tesham, Nyamangananam, Iteretara, Dvandva, Samasa. And we know all these consonants have got Akara added to it. For what? Charanartham.
Charana.
So, Etesham Varnanam Akaraha. Akaraha asti. That is for Ucharanaya. Uchcharanartham Akaraha Yojitavyaha. Yuktavyaha. Okay. Then Edaitogo Kantatalu. Kanta and Talu for Edaitoho. What is Edaitoho? A stands
Yeah.
E and I.
Yeah.
Edaitoho. A and I.
I.
So A and I. Echa, Aicha, Edaitau. And Edaitoho is Shashtaya Bhakti Dvivachanam. Similarly, Kanta Talu two are Kantascha Taluscha Kantatalu. It is Samahara Dvanda Samasa. Talu is Napumsakalinga. So Talu Taluni should be, but it is not. Taluni is not there. Talu Taluni Taluni. It is declined like Ukaranta Madhu Shabda. So, but here Talu is there. So Kanta and Talu, two things are there. But here the Samasa is Samahara Dvandva Samasa. Samahara Dvandva will be in Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachana. Kantascha Taluscha Kantatalu. If it is 1-2, Itaretru Dvandva Samasa. But it is 1-1. Pratama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Kantascha Taluscha Kantatalu. And A and I. Echa. Actually, it is 8. 8 cha. 8 cha. Edaitau. It is Itaretara Dvandva Samasa. And Tayoho Edaitoho. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Edaitoho is see there. Edaitoho is Shashti Vibhakti. So Pratipadikam will be Edai. What is the Pratipadikam? Edaitoho Edait. Like Marut.
Edait.
And what are the letters here? Eth, Cha.
Eight and eight.
Ait, Cha.
Echa.
I'm doing the reverse order. Okay. So Edaitoho was Pratipadikam is Edait. Content is Eth, Cha, Ait, Cha. And A becomes Eth, Cha, Ait, Cha. That is Eth and Ait. When you add, what do you get? This becomes Ait. Eth, Ait. You get Ait, you get. Okay. So this is the project. How you get the project? You made it. 8 plus 8, you get 8. Okay. So 8 toho Kantatalu. And Kantatalu, Kantascha, Taluscha, Kantatalu. Okay. Then, similarly, Odautoho. Similarly, Odautoho is Oth, Cha, Out, Cha. Odaut, Odaut, Oth, Cha plus Out, Cha. That is Ayoho, Odautoho. Odautau, Oth, Cha, Out, Cha, Odautau. It is Dvanda Samasa. Tayoho Odau. Toho Kanta Oshtam. Kantascha Oshtascha Kantoshtam Pratama Bhakti Ekavachanam. It is Samahara Dvandva. Odau Toho is Shashti Bhakti. Odaut is a Pratipadika. It is Iteretra Dvanda Samasa. Kanta plus Oshta is Samahara Dvanda Samasa. So that part you have to know. Edaitoho is Iteretra Dvandva. Odautoho is Iteretra Dvandva. Kantatalo is Samahara Dvandva. Samahara Dvandva. And Kantoshtam is Samahara Samasa. Then Vakarasya. Vakarasya Danta Dantoshtam. Okay. So up to this, is it clear?
Yes, Jay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So Kantatalu Vakarasya Dantoshtam. Okay. Vakarasya is Vakara. You can say Vasya also. You could have said Vasya also. But say Vakara. It is okay. Vakarasya. Vakara stands for the letter Vakara. Vakarasya Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Dantoshtam is Danta plus Oshta. Dantascha Oshtascha Dantoshtam Samahara Dvanda Samasa. Up to this is clear, right?
Yes, yes,
Yes, Jay.
If it is clear, then I will ask question.
yes, Jay. Ask. No.
Kantoshta, what are the two letters there?
Kanta plus
Kantascha
Kantamscha Osh.
Kantascha
Osh.
Kanta plus Oshta, what samasa? What sandhi is?
Kanta.
Urdhvi Sandhi.
So what should have been there?
Kantaushtam.
Aushtam. Yeah.
Kantaushtam it must.
Kantaushtam. Aushtam must be there.
And Dantaushtam must be. Right?
Yeah. Yes.
By why it is Kantoshtam is there? Is it a mistake? So it's a mistake. One more thing you have to put at the top. No. So the O of the letter Oshta, the O of the word Oshta. Oshta is a word whose the first letter is O, right? When it is a part of this samasa, then pararupam comes optionally. This is not so important, Vartika. That is why in the other Sanskritam class also, I just said Kantaushtam. But you don't say Kantaushtam, really speaking. But there I said to make them understand the sandhi happens. Kanta plus Oshta, sandhi happens. That is why I say Kanta plus Oshta, Kantaushta, Dantaushta. But it is Kantoshta. This is optional. Okay, you can say Kantaushtam also because Samase, this Vartika is optional. Again, I repeat what the Vartika says. That is, the word Oshta, if it is a part of the Samasa, the Oshta has a letter O at the beginning, right? And if this Oshta follows a word, then what happens is the Sandhi context in Samasa, okay, where what happens is A plus O, it should have become Au. Vriddhi must have happened, but instead Pararupam happens. What is a Pararupa? Para is O. Therefore, O will be the Adesha in the place of A of the word Kanta, that A is there, and Para is Oshta. Para Uttarapadam is Oshta, O is there. So A plus O will be replaced by O. This is a optional rule by a Vartika. Otoyoho samaseva iti Vartikena pararupata. Okay, pararupatvam bhavati. This is an optional Vartika. This optional rule. Vartika is there, and this is according by Vartika, this is optional. This rule is optional. Therefore, Kantoshtam. This is only in Samasa. Only in Samasa. Suppose there is a word, not in Samasa. Some words is, is there. Hey Rama. Suppose saying Rama plus Oshta. Rama Oshta only you have to say. That Rama is Sambodhana, 8-1. Oshta is there. The following word. There you must do Vriddhi Sandhi. Clear?
Okay.
There you must do Vriddhi Sandhi. I am talking about within a Samasa. Within a Samasa, Sandhi is must or optional. Sandhi is a must. Rama plus Ishvara, Rameshvara. Rameshvara is a Samasa, right? Rameshvara is a Samasa. Rameshvara, the word has Rama and Ishvara. But you don't say Rama Ishvara. You say Rameshvara. A plus E becomes A. Sandhi is a must. Sandhi is a must within a Samasa. See, Sandhi, where Sandhi is a must. Samhitaika pade nitya dhatu upasargayoho. Nitya samase vakyetu sa vivaksham apekshate. Samhitaika pade. Eka pade. Nitya. Within a padam, sandhi is must. And between the dhatu and upasarga, sandhi must be done. And nitya samase, samasa word, sandhi must be done. There is no choice for doing sandhi. Between two vyasta padam, sandhi is optional. But within a samasa or within a word between the two letters, within a word between the two letters, or between the dhatu and the upasarga, in all these three, sandhi is a must. So here, kanta and oshta, these form a samasa. Two words make into one word. So kanta plus oshta, when we say a plus o, sandhi must be done. But what sandhi we know? We know only vriddhi sandhi. So we think kanta ushtam. That is okay. But there is a vartika which says if the parapadam is oshta and the oshta, the o remains, o is there, then what happens? That o, which is the pararupa, will be the adesha in the place of purva and para. So otva oshtayoho samase va iti vartikam. You can note the vartika. Want me to write? Right. By that vartika, we get kantoshta. All see, we know what this Shiksha Sutra says, but we're trying to understand the Shiksha Sutra in detail. Okay. We are now going to the minute details. First, we don't see all those things, but slowly we see. So sometimes it seems to be repetition. It's not repetition. We are seeing the minute details of certain things. So the Vartika I'm writing. Otkoshtayoho samase. This is Vartika. Because Vartika what says? Pararupa. Vartika is only this much. Otkoshtayoho samase va. And that is Pararupa. It is understood. This is Vartika. That is Vartika. Pararupa is ordained for the Sandhi when followed by for the Purva and Para. When it in the Para is the word Oshta, which begins with the letter O. Right? Is it clear?
Yes, Ji. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So Kantoshtam, it is fine. Kantaushtam, that is also fine. Why? Because Va is there. So this Vartika is only, this rule is only optional. Therefore, Kantaushtam you can say. Or Kantoshtam also you can say. Right?
Okay.
But you say here, since we are here Kantoshtam is there, so we will say Kantoshtam. We will chant Kantoshtam. Because you know the Vartika now. So I can say Kantoshtam. You will not ask me the doubt. You did not ask me the doubt at all. I asked you this. You should have asked the doubt. It should be Kantroshtam. Why it is Kantroshtam? So it's okay. Sometimes we don't remember everything. Sometimes we overlook. We don't see certain things in detail. We overlook, and therefore it is. We think it is known. But if you see further, deep, minute details, there is something which we don't know. Even this also is not complete. If you read Mahabhashya, other text, you would have given more information. It's a study which goes on and on, never stops. Okay. Whatever I know, I share. I also have to study a lot. It's a long process. As long as we live, so long we study. Okay. So Jikva Muliyasya, Jikva Moolam. Moolam or Jikva Mulyam. Both are okay. So Jikva Muliyasya is Shashti Bhakti Ekavachanam. Jikva Moolam is Pratama Bhakti Ekavachanam. Okay. So this Jikva Moola is what? That is the Ardha Visarga. Ardha Visarga, the Visarga becomes Ardha Visarga when it falls by Ka or Kha. So that is Jikva Moolam. Nasika Anuswarasya. Nasika Anuswarasya is 6-1. Nasika is 1-1. So Nasika Anuswarasya. Okay. Then what is the mark given is this table we will see. Okay. Then one more thing I wanted to tell you in this context. Just a minute. So this Anuswarasya, yes, in the context of Anuswara only. This Anuswarasya, Anuswara, Visarga, and Jikvamuliya or Upadmaniya. And there is one more thing called Yama. Yama. I can show you. These 4 things. 4 plus 1, Jikvamulya and Upadmaniya, if you take it as 1, then it is 4. That is, you can see Anuswara and Visarga. Anuswara, Visarga. Then this Jikvamulya or Upadmaniya, whatever it may be. Upadmaniya. There is something called Yama. All these 4 are called Yoga Vahaha. Yoga Vahaha. These are called Yoga Vaha. In the beginning of Sanskritam, we saw this. Yoga Vaha. They use the word Yoga Vaha. Means they don't, Yoga, Yogyaha Nasti. For what? Doesn't stand alone. Anuswara doesn't stand alone. Visarga, as it is, doesn't have any meaning. It doesn't stand alone. Right? It cannot be pronounced. Similarly, if Visarga itself is not the one to talk of Jikva Muliya or Upadmaniya and Yama also. Anuswara, what happens to Anuswara? Anuswara, whose Ucharana Sthanam is, Anuswara is nasal. Anuswara is nasal. But Anuswara alone cannot be pronounced. Right? And Visarga cannot be pronounced. Visarga takes the sound of the preceding letter. If it is Ka, Vi, and Visarga is there, becomes Kavihi. So, what is the Ucharana Sthanam of Visarga there? Kavihi, when we say Ka, Vi. Ka, Vi. Vi is E. But E is the Talu. So, Ucharana Sthanam of Visarga is it is Talu.
Upada.
Kavihi is Ucharana Sthanam of Visarga in the word Kavi is Talu. Similarly, we say Guruhu. The Ucharana Sthanam of Visarga is U. That is, U is Oshta.
Oshta.
And you say Ramayoho. Ramayoho. This Visarga now, Uchchana Sthanam Visarga. Whatever the Uchchana Sthanam of O, that is Uchchana Sthanam. O is Kanta and Oshta.
Come.
Kantoshta is the Uchcharana Sthanam of Visarga. Okay. So
Yeah.
these four, they don't stand alone. They take the sound of preceding letter. Right? Okay.
Yes.
And Anuswara and Yama. You can note Anuswara and Yama. These two are Anunasika. These two are Nasika. Visarga, even though we say Visarga, Akuba Visarjaniyanam Kantaha, that Visarga is there, but still Visarga since cannot be pronounced independently, therefore it takes the sound of the preceding letter, whatever the letter is. That is one thing. And Anuswara and Yama, these are pronounced from the nose. The Uchchana Sthanam is Nasika. And they don't stand alone. Anuswara we know, but Bindu, that is Anuswara. What is Yama? Yama you will see Veda. In Vedika chanting you will find this. In Vedika you will find this Yama. So Yama and Anuswara, these are considered to have Nasika as its Uchcharana Sthanam. What is Yama? Yama example I'll find out and tell you. But what is Yama? That much you can tell. It is when the Yama is when a nasal consonant. When a nasal consonant is preceded by the consonant of the class consonants, other class consonants, by the other class consonants. The nasal consonant is preceded by the other class consonants, right? Then that sound is called the Yama. The sound is called Yama. That is, nasal consonant is, Nyam is a nasal consonant, right? Nyam. Nyamanga, nan. That is fifth letter of the classes. Let us say fifth letter of the classes. Between the fifth letter of the class consonants and the other letters of the class consonant. Other letters are represented by J letter. When we say J,
Yeah.
Jai, Gadadash, Yaba,
Four,
Gadadash,
two,
Yaba,
yeah.
Shakata, Kapi. 4, 3, 2, 1. So all the other class consonants, that is the first 4 letters of all the classes are covered by the J, and which is followed by the fifth letter, is a nasal consonant. Right?
Yeah.
So then in between the two, the sound will be there in Veda, in Vedika. So that is called Yama. That is called Yama. So Yama is that which is preceded by Nyam, which is preceded by J and followed by Nyam. So Yama is that which is preceded by J and succeeded by Nyam. So when this there is a transitional sound, a transitional intervening sound between a non-nasal and nasal. A transition sound between a non-nasal and the nasal happens. That is called Yama. Between a non-nasal, that is J, and Nyam, the nasal. So between the two, another nasalized sound comes. Where? In Vedika. Pratishake Prasiddhaha. That is Edashake Prasiddhaha this. That is called Yama. That is what is Yama is. Yama, you know that much is enough. Vargeshu Adyanam Panchame Pare Madhye Yamaha Nama Purva Sadrisha Varnaha Pratishake Prasiddhaha. This is a state I think it's from Kashika Vritti. That is why I'm saying this. I translated, I'm saying, translated the statement of this. That is, Panchama Varna follows, preceded by the four, that is, first, any four letters of the class consonants. Then the transition sound, what happens between the non-nasal and the nasal, that is called Yama, right? So Yama is also a Yoga Vaha. These do not stand alone. This small information. And Yama is, what is Uchchanasanam of Yama? Nasika.
Nasi.
Anuswara, Nasika. So in context of Ucharanam, understanding Uchchanasanam, and giving this small information, Yama. Okay.
Okay.
These four are called Ayoga Vahaha. Ayoga Vagaha, Ekavachanam, Ayoga Vahaha, Bhagavachanam. Okay, then you can remember as much you can. It's not that much important, but since we are studying grammar, therefore, see details. And after that, Yatnaha Dvida. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
PDF file.
Mm.
Yatnaha
Yeah,
Dvida
yeah.
Bhavati. We saw this Adhyantaraha Bhagyasya iti.
Mhm.
Dvida Bhavati. Adhyaha. Adhyaha means what? Abhyantara. Adhya means the first one, the former. In English we say no, the former, the latter. Adhyaha,
Mhm.
Abhyantara prayer, which is mentioned before. Therefore, Adhyaha, that is Abhyantaraha, Panchada Bhavati. What are they? Sprishta, Ishat Sprishta, Ishat Vivrta, Vivrta, then Samvrtam,
Samrit.
Vedat. Sandhya happen. That is it from the Ish Sprishta plus Ishat Sprishta, Sprishteshat, Sprishteshad, Vivritta, Samvrta, Veda. Difficult. Better to read. Written read. Sprishta, Ishat Vivrta, Vivrta, Samvrta. Actually, this splitting and reading only for understanding. But when you read, when you chant, or when you just recite the Bhashyam, even Shankara Bhashyam also, Upanishad, you have to read without splitting the Sandhi. Traditionally, it should be done like that. Sprištešad, 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 Vivritta, Vivritta, Samvrita, Bhedat. You can imagine if even read Shankara Bhashya, Gita, Upanishad like that, what will happen? You have to read like that. You're supposed to read like that. But if you read Vikan, then meaning, therefore splitting the words and trying to understand and read. But Parayanam, when we do, it should be done like that. Even this Vyakarana Parayanam, it is done. Siddhanta Kaumudi or Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi, Parayanam, just reading. Called Parayanam, reading. Okay, Adhyaha Panchada Bhavati, Abhyantara Prayatanam, 5 types are there. Okay. Tatra, in that, Sprishtam Prayatram Sparshanam, we saw this. Ready?
Yeah.
I gave a base. We started this yesterday class with the introduction to the Prayatnas. Okay. So, Sprishtam Prayatnam Sparshanam. So, Sparsha means, what is Sparsha? Sparsha is
Consonants.
consonants. They have the Abhyantara Prayatana Sprishtam. And Antastana, Ante Bhavati, Ante Tishtati, in between the vowel and the consonant. That is why it's called as semi-vowels. Don't ask why it is not called semi-consonants. And call it also, no problem. If it is in between. Therefore, Antastha. Antastanam Ishat Sprishtam. It's Abhyantara. Prayatana means Ishat Sprishtam. That is, it is in slight contact with the organs of the speech. That is Ishat Sprishtam. Then Ishat Vivritam Ushpana, sibilants. Sha, Sha, Sa, Ha, the 4. These are Ishat Vivritam. Ishat Vivritam. So it is, it's Abhyantara Prayatanam is Ishat Vivritam. That is, the mouth is partially open. Vivritam Svaranam, A, E, U. That mouth is wide open. Therefore, Svarana. Swara is Swayam Rajate, it is Swaraha, that which is independent, that is called Swara, whose Uchcharana, whose Abhyantara Prayatanam is Vivritam. And Rasvasya Avarnasya Prayoge Samvritam Bhavati. In general utterance, what happens, the word it requires the contracted effort. The kanta is contracted. The kanta is contracted. So therefore it is vivrta. Okay, therefore it is vivrta. Sorry, samvrita, not vivrta. Therefore it is samvrita, not vivrta. Rasvasya avarnasya prayoge samvritam. Prayoge samvritam. Then it is in the general utterance. Prayoge in common utterance, usage, the letter A as abhyantara prayatanam samvritam. Prakriya dashayam tu vivritam eva. Prakriya, that is Prakriya dashayam. In general utterance, it is samvrita. That is, it is samvrita, it is contracted. Whereas in the Prakriya dashayam tu vivritam eva. Whereas it is elevated. That is like the other what is that? The swaras, other swaras. It is in other, like in the Prakriya Dasha Yam Vivritam eva. Like the other swaras, it will be Vivritam. For example, like I gave this word Pustaka. Pustaka. So this Pustaka, when you say the word Pustaka, is the A is contracted. But when you say Pustakalaya, Pustaka plus Alaya, so there it is that A is Vivirtam. Like the other for us, it is Vivirtam. It is Vivirtam. So Prakriya Dashayam to Vivirtam. So it is the short A is included under the group Vivirtam, that is elevated effort. When in the case of the usage of the words in the like in this example, Pustakalaya and all. Okay. That is sutra for this also. That's the last sutra of the sutra part. We will see that later. Now, Bhagya Prayatanaha tu Ekadashada Bhavati. This also we saw. Bhagya Prayatana. Vivara, Sambara, Shvasaha, Nadaha, Ghoshaha, Agoshaha, Alpapranaha, Mahapranaha, Udataha, Anudataha, Paritaha cha iti. So all the three swaras are there and two Alpaprana, Mahaprana. Then Vivara, Sambara, Shvasa, Nada, Gosha, Agosha. This 6. 6 plus 2 plus 3. So Bhagya Prayatana. These are the types. And within this, Karo Vivaraha, Shvasaha, Agoshascha. We saw Kara is what? Hard consonants. So hard consonants have the Bhagya Prayatanam, external effort. Vivaraha, Shvasaha, Goshaha. We have seen what is Vivara, what is Shvasa, what is Agosha and all. Gosha, Agosha and all we saw. So just enumerating that, what we have seen a little. Hashaha is soft consonants. Ashaha, Samvaraha, Nadaha, Goshaha. So you should know this so that you can draw the table. I think that I gave as exercise to you long back. You also send me. The table is given here in this. We will see the table. And there are some mistakes in the table also. That also I'll tell you. Then, Idanam Pratama Tritiya Panchama Yanaha cha Alpa Pranaha is enumerating the Alpa Prana. First letter, third letter, and fifth letter of all the class consonants, and N. N is what? All the semi-vowels. They are Alpa Pranaha. Arganam Dvitiya Chaturtau Shalascha Mahapranaha. The second letter, fourth letter, and shall. What is shall? That is Ushmana. That's a ha. A Mahaprana. Kadayaha. Kadayaha Mavasanaha Sparshaha What is Kadayaha? That is Ka Adayaha. Starting from the letter Ka up to Ma. Ma is the Avasana, the ending. That is all the 25 class consonants. They are called Sparshaha. Is depending what Sparsha is. Sparsha already talked about. Ishat Prayatanam, Prishtam Prayatanam, Sparshanam iti. Prishtam Prayatanam, Sparshanam we saw. So what is Sparsha? It is defined here. Sparsha is Kadayaha Mavasanaha Sparshaha. That is all the class consonants. Sparsha is class consonant. Yanaha Antastaha. The 4 letters, any vowels are Antastha. Shalaha Ushmanaha. You know the 4 sibilants. Achaha Svaraha iti. All the vowels are called Swaras. Then Ardha Visarga and Ka. What does it do with that? And iti Ka Khabhyam Prag Ardha Visarga Sadrisha Jikhva Mumuliyah. Ardha Visarga Sadrisha, which resembles similar to the Visarga, but it is half Visarga. It is called Jikvamuliya. Similarly, before Pakara and Pakara iti Paphabhyam Prag before Ardha Visarga Sadrisha Upadmaniyaha iti. Is it clear? Then
Yes, sir.
Amka iti Achaha Parau Anuswara Visargau. So just saying what, defining what is it is. What is Anuswara and what is Visarga with an example of the letter and Aha iti. Okay. This is the Vritti to this Sutra, Tulya Siprayatam Savanam. Then now we can look at this table. Varnodbhavasthanaka Koshtakam. Koštaka is the table. So Varna Udbhavasthanaka. What are the kantas? They are given. Kanta, Talu, Murda, Danta, Koshta, Nasika. Then Kanta and Oshta. Kanta and Talu, Kanta and Oshta, Danta and Oshta, Jikvamuliya, and the Varnas. So based on the Prayatnam has done this. And we have done given one table in the beginning of the class. I mean, not this class, beginning of the study of Sanskritam. All these are covered. Remember that table? It will be in colors. Different colors are there. So all the Ucharana Sthanams are captured there. Then, Bhagya Prayatna. Bhagya Prayatna. Bhagya Prayatna, यद्यपि सवर्णसंज्ञायाम् अनुपयुक्ताः भाग्यप्रयत्नाः यद्यपि सवर्णसंज्ञायाम् अनुपयुक्ताः तथापि पदानाम् आन्तरतम्य परीक्षायाम् येषाम् उपयोगः बोध्यः. See, in knowing the savarna bhagya is not useful. Anupayuktaha. Yadyapi anupayuktaha. For what? Savarna sanyayam. It is because tulyase prayatam, that prayatam stands for antara prayatam, not bhagya prayatam. Even though it is not useful in knowing the savarnatvam, fine, then, tatapi, even then, varnanam antaratamya. Varnanam antaratamya parikshayam esham upayogaha buddhyaha. But we have to understand the bhagya prayatanam antaratamya. There is a difference is there between the two letters in terms of the external effort. So in examining of the words and understanding the words, and also in the Sandhi context you will see. So these are to be known. It will be useful. Yesham upayogaka bodhyaha. These are useful in that context. Therefore, it has to be bodhyaha, should be understood, be known. Antara prayatna, its usage is not in understanding. It's not used in the savarna sanya, but the knowledge of that is useful in other context. Okay. What are they? I mean, that we will see later. Jayoha Anyatarasyam and those sutras and all, it will be useful. Now, Abhyantara Bhagya Prayatna Jnana is given. See now. It is classified based on the Antara and Abhyantara Prayatnam. Abhyantara Prayatnaha. Sprishtaha, Ishat Sprishtaha, Ishat Vivrtaha, then the last one is Samvrtaha iti. Then to understand this, try to understand the stable. Sparshaha. Under Sprishtaha, Sparshaha. Sprishtaha is all the Sparshanam. Sprishtam Sparshanam Isa. So all the five class consonants, 5 into 5, 25 will come under this category. So ka, kha, gha, ga, and all those things. These are these Sparshaha. Okay. Then here the fifth letter. The fifth letter, are they Sparsha or not? The fifth letter of the class consonant, are they Sparsha or not?
Yeah. Yes, Ji.
Yes.
Therefore, the
All
table should be brought like this, right? Should include this also. All the 5 letters. So
That's included only.
It's included, and also
Sparshaha,
it is
there are
Ishat
5 column போட்டிருக்கு.
yeah,
It's included in the
Sparshanam. Sparshanam, and it is Abhyantara Prayatanam is
Sprishta.
Sprishta is not included. It looks as though it covers only the
Okay. And the
four
kata.
letters. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's why you have to redraw this.
Mm.
And Ishat Sprishta is Antasta, right? Ishat is Antasta. Where is it there? The table you can see. It is.
தள்ளி போயிருக்கு. அத தள்ளி
So you have to redraw this. So Ishat Sprishta Antasta should come in a straight line. Similarly, Vivrta, which is Ushma, should be done. Ushma. That also to be slightly moved. Then Swaraha Vivrtaha. That's okay. And Samvrta, that is Rasvakara. So you have to slightly change. Small change is required. Now, these are the Antara Prayatanam. The top part of the table is Antara Prayatanam. Now the bottom part of the table, where Bhagya Prayatanams are given. A stands for Alpa Prana. A pra is the Alpa Prana and Ma pra is Mahaprana. Okay. The first letter of all the class consonants, Ka, Cha, Ta, Ta, Pa, Alpa Prana. And the second letter, Mahaprana, Kha, Cha, Ta, Ta, Pa, Mahaprana. So it is given Apra, Mapra. But you can draw one more line in between, make it very clear. The Alpa Prana, Mahaprana, that is one thing. Okay. Then Vivaraha, Shvasaha, Agoshaha. These are common. Vivara, Shvasa, Agoshaha. The first and second letter of the class consonants, that is Kar letter, right? These are
Kar
the
letter, yes.
letter. Already in this sutra, in the Vritti Visa. Karaha what? Karaha, Vivaraha, Shvasaha, Agoshascha iti. We read that. So that is what is given in the table. Then the third letter, Ga, Ja, Da, Da, Ba. These are Alpa Prana. And fifth letter is given. Nya, Nya, Na, Na, Ma. These are Alpa Prana. So third letter and the fifth letter, they are Alpa Prana. And they are come under soft consonants, right? Therefore, Sambaraha, Nadaha, Goshaha, iti. And the fourth letter, Gha, Ja, Da, Da, Ba. These are Mahaprana. And also soft consonants. Therefore, Sambaraha, Nadaha, Goshaha, these are common. So this part you can make it common. When you redraw the table, this Sambaraha, Nadaha, Goshaha can make it common. Alpa Prana, Mahaprana is only the difference for the third, fourth, and fifth letter of the class consonants. Then coming to Antastaha, this semi-vowels, which are Ishat, Sprishtam. They are Alpa Prana, that is fine. And they are soft consonants, right? Therefore, same, Sambaraha, Nadaha, Goshaha. So if you write one time, it is for all the 3 columns. Then Ushmanaha, which is Ishat, Vivrtam. All the Ushmanas, Shasha, Sa, all are Mahaprana only. All are Mahaprana. The first 3 are hard, the next one is soft. That is not captured here. That is not a problem. So Mahaprana. Sha, Shasa, Ha. All these are hot consonants. Therefore, Vivaraha, Shvasaha, Agoshaha. Iti. Right? Sha, Shasa, Vivaraha, Shvasaha, Agoshaha. And Ha is a soft consonant. Okay. Soft consonant. Therefore, Sambara, Nadaha, Goshaha. Sha, Shasa is hard. Ha is soft. All are aspirate, Mahaprana. The first three are hard aspirate. The last one is soft aspirate. So accordingly, the Bhagya Prayatana to be written below. Then I, O, O, A, I, O. These are these Swara Beda, Anudata, Udata, and A also. Udata, Anudata, Svaritaha, iti Vedaha asti. So all the Antara Prayatanam, Bhagya Prayatanams are covered here. Bhagya Prayatanam, the three swaras, the three swaras are applicable only to the vowels, not to the consonants. Okay. So other properties are for the other properties of Bhagya Prayatanam for the other only for the consonants. So this is covered. Tulyasa Prayatanam Savarna. So with this sutra is covered. This is a big sutra. Last class is
One.
sorry. One line. Any doubt in this?
No, Ji.
No. No, Ji.
Tulyasi Prayatanam Savarnam. The simple meaning of the sutra is Tulya Asya Prayatanam. Tulya is similar, Samanam. Asya, Ucharanam, Sthanam, Pranasthanam, Prayatnam, Mantra Prayatnam. With the internal effort and the place of Ucharanam are similar, then the letters are said to be Savarnam. And Savarna, what are the Sanya Pradesha? Many places these are used. Akas Savarne Dirghaha, right?
Yeah.
Savarna, it is used there. In other many places also the word Savarna is used. So this is a Sanya Sutram. This is a Sanya Sutram. Then after this, one more sutra I'll tell you that you can stop. Next one is since we have read Savarna, after Savarna, you can note the order. After Savarna, now Savarna letters we have brought in, right? So now we have to stop the Savarna. We have to stop the Savarna. We have to take only the letters whenever it is required. How do we accomplish that? I don't want to bring all the Savarna letters, right? So how do you accomplish that? If by limiting that only a particular letter, there should be some sutra for it. When I say a, I mean only a, not a and all its Savarna forms. How do you accomplish that? That is accomplished by adding takara to it. Accomplished by adding takara to it.
Karate.
That is what the sutra does. So after Tulyasya Prayatanam, you can write this sutra. Taparastat kalasya. What is that? Paraha tat kalasya. Taparastat kalasya. You can chant.
Taparas.
Kalasya.
Kalasya.
1170. Sutra number 1170. First chapter, first pada, 70th sutra. So if you split this, what are the words you get? Taparaha tat kalasya. Tat kalasya, you know it. You know the yes. Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Taparaha, that we have to analyze. Taparaha is it is Ekavachanam. Pratama Vibhakti
1
Ekavachanam. So Taparaha is a samasa, we will see. Now, Anuvritti. Swarnasya, Swam, Rupam. All these comes as Anuvritti. All these words comes as Anuvritti. These words from the previous sutra. So 1169. What is 1169? From 1169 you get Savarnasya. Here it is given, you can see. From 1169 you get Savarnasya as Anuvritti. That is the 1116 sutra is. It is Anudit Savarnasya sutra is there. Anudit Savarnasya cha apratyaha. From this, the Savarna, the word Savarna comes as Anuvritti. Okay, that is number one. Then Swam. Swam comes as Anuvritti from 1168. 1168 is Swam Rupam Shabdasya Shabdasanya. You can see. Swam comes as Anuvritti. Swam Rupam Shabdasya Shabdasanya. From that, Swam comes as Anuvritti. Okay. Then Rupam. Swam Rupam both come as Anuvritti from the 1168 Sutra. Now, Taparaha Tatkalasya. You will see the Samasa part of Takara, Taparaha and all. Let me read the Sutra Vyakya. That is Takarat. Takarat Paraha Varnaha. Takaraha Yasmat Paraha Saha Varnaha. Ubauto Api Savarna Graganam Nakotaha. Okay. This Vritti seems to be a bit round about this. So we will see the Vritti from the Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi. Taparatkalasya. There it is there. There the beginning. Okay, I think that sutra is not there in the Laghu. Okay. I'll explain with this. Let us see. Not I will explain the next class. This one we will see. Taparaha Tatkalasya. Karat Padavarnaha. Karat Padavarnaha. That is the Varna which is followed by Takara. The Varna which is followed by Takara. That is Tapara Varna. Tapara Varna is a Takara. Tapara Varna means a Varna which is followed by Takara. Or the Takara or the a Varna which is preceded by Takara. Takarat Paraha Varnaha or Takaraha Yasmat Paraha. Understand this difference. Takarat Paraha Varnaha. After the Takara, the letter which comes. Takarat Paraha Varnaha or Takaraha Yasmat Paraha or Takara which comes after that Varna. Ubauto, in both the cases, two cases are there. So here you have to understand what is Taparaha, then only you will understand. The word Taparaha is a samasa. Okay. It means Taha Paraha Yasmat. Taha Paraha Yasmat Saha Taparaha. What does it mean? I'm giving the samasa vigraha for Taparaha. Taha is the Takara. Taha is Takara. What is it? Pratipadika. See, Vigraha Vakya for Taparaha is two words are there. One is Ta, other one is Para. Taha Paraha Yasmat. That is, Taha stands for Takara. Takara is after which. That is called Taparaha. Para means after. Taha Paraha Yasmat. It's Bahubrigi Samasa. Taha parah yasmat sah. Sah taparah. Bhagavagi samasa. So when I say at, example, when I say at, takara is after what? The letter a. That is what it is. So takaraha paraha yasmat. Sah takaraha. Sah taparaha. So when I say at, the takara comes after a. That is tapara. Or the tapara can be given another vigraha. Samasa vigraha bhatya. Samasa. That is tat paraha. What is that? Tat paraha. What is tat? Tat is like Ramat, Panchami Bhakti. After the letter takara. Tat paraha. That is what given in the Sutra Vyakya. Takarat paraha varnaha. Takarat is tat. Ramat. I'm saying tat is giving takarat. Both are same. Okay. There's no difference. You say takarat or tat. Both are same. I'm taking the pratipadika to be ta. He's taking the pratipadika takara. So takarat paraha varnaha or tat varnaha both means same. That is after the takara. After the takara. I'll show you by writing. The vigrahat taparaha can be interpreted in two ways. That is, one is Bhagavigi, other one is Panchami Tatpurusha. In Bhagavigi, it is Ha Paraha Yasma. This is Bhagavigi. This is one way. Other way is Tat Paraha. Takaraha Paraha. Takarat Paraha. Takarat Paraha. This is Panchami Tatpurusha. This is Bhagavigi Samasa. Example for this, when I say at, takara follows that. That is what is referred to. At. Takara comes after that. That takara is referred. Therefore, taparaha. Here, you can say it is you can say like this. Tat paraha yaha vartate. Tat paraha yaha vartate. That also. So, takara can refer to that, can refer to that which precedes or that which follows. Both it can refer. But the word takara, what we can do is we can refer to that which follows or which precedes. Both are possible. Okay. In one case it is Bhagavrihi, in another case it is Tatpurusha. Tat paraha, when we say, that is a varna which follows after takara. That we are referring to. Taha paraha yasmat, when we say, we are referring to the varna which precedes the takara. Okay. So, therefore, what is the use now? Okay, takara refers to that. Tatkalasya eva. Only to that kala. Only to tatkalaha eva. It refers only to tatkala, means that time alone. It means refers only to that letter alone, not its savarna forms. Ubau api savarna grahanam na kurutaha. Ubau, both, doesn't grahanam, doesn't accept this savarna. So takara limits that. Okay. So now tatkalasya. Tatkala, that is also a samasa. Tasya kalaha tatkalaha. Tatkalaha, the simple vigraha vakya is Sashti Tatpurusha. Or we can give a Bhagurvigi also, vigraha. Tatkalaha kalaha yasya saha tatkalaha. Uttarapada lopa Bhagurvigi samasa. Anyway, this is enough. Tasya kalaha, that itself is enough. Tasya kalaha tatkalaha Sashti Tatpurusha samasa. So what do we say is Taparaha varnaha or taparaha varnaha, that is takara, is that after the letter or before the letter, wherever it may be. Tatkalasya savarnasya savarnasya swasya cha rupasya gragakah bhavati. This is a gragaka sutra. This is a gragaka sutra. It means it brings only that swasya rupasya. It brings only its form alone. Tatkalasya savarnasya swasya rupasya gragaka bhavati. So it brings only that its form alone, nothing else. That is what it means. It brings only its form alone. The examples you can see. Examples, I'll give more other examples. I'll give this other examples. See, here the vritti could have been written still more. Tatkalasya savarnasya. Savarna comes as anuvritti. Tatkalasya savarnasya swasya rupasya gragataha bhavati. It brings in the savarna letter only limited to its kala. Swasya savarnasya rupasya gragaka bhavati. It brings the savarna. It brings a savarna limited only to its kala. It means the letter A, when you say at is there, it cannot bring A and A, pluta and all, it cannot bring. It cannot bring. It can bring only tat kala. What about the swaras? What about the swaras? It is possible. So, therefore, savarnasya, when we say gunantara yuktasya savarnasya. Hello.
Yes, come back. Yeah. Yes,
Yes,
Jay.
So, I was saying something in between current off.
you are explaining about Atta.
Yeah, this the takara it brings only its form. When you say at doesn't bring the takara limits the a only to a, not a and all will not come. That's what I said. So a means what? Tat kalasya eva. It means that a whose savarna forms. First one is the a itself will come. In the example, at the a will come, or the three swaras are there. Anudata a, anudata rasva akara, udata rasva akara, or swarita rasva akara. These three can come. And similarly, anunasika a and ananunasika a also can come. Anunasika a and ananunasika a, that also can come. Only limited to that time alone. Only. So therefore, the takara brings itself. Takara brings in the varna referred to by that takara. The swam rupam means its form. Not takara comes. That is what referred to by the word takara. That swam rupam also savarnasya, its savarna form limited to only that kala, that time. If a is one matra, so whatever one matras are there, that will come. One matra corresponding to that a. That is anudata, udata, swarita, anunasika, ananunasika, a will come. That is what it means. So this is the limit. It limits that. Takaraha limits that. So the vritti will be so swam स्वस्य रूपस्य savarnasya gragakah bhavati. It brings in its form as well as its savarna limited only to that kala. Okay. We will see examples. We'll see examples in the next class. So we'll stop here.
Swasya rupasya.
Swasya rupasya means when you say at.
Plus adukapra ஒரு word சொன்னீங்களே. Sambhavati.
स्वस्य रूपस्य सवर्णस्य तत्कालस्य सवर्णस्य स्वस्य रूपस्य च ग्राहकः भवति.
Gragakah. What is that?
Gragaka means accepts, brings in.
Oh, okay.
It brings in that varna as well as its savarna form pertaining to only kala. So kala is important here. Kala, it means dirgha pluta or, for example, at dirgha pluta is not included.
Instead of 18, 6 மட்டும் இல்ல ஜி.
Exactly. So 18, 6 will come. That's what it means. Akara limits at 18 to 6. If it is simple vowels. If it is conjunct vowels, 12 to 6.
12 to 6.
Okay. So we will see this. We will see the examples in the next slide. Stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಜಿ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಜಿ.
அந்த பாக்கி எல்லாத்துக்கும் எழுதணுமா ஜி? Like can we try? Is it okay? Like
yeah, please try and send it to me. நான் பார்க்குறேன்.
Okay.
I said if you can make it in the form of a note, it will be useful. I'm referring here and there and saying, so it is, I don't have any proper material for it. I can make a material.
Yeah. அதுக்கு தான் like edit பண்ற மாதிரி அனுப்பிச்சிருந்தேன் சார். If you can edit on that.
I will see that.
Okay. Okay ஜி. Thank you.